On the line now, we have a guy who he's about to be a free agent. He's about to get paid, and things are going to be looking up for this guy in 2013. Let's bring him in now, defensive end for the Cincinnati Bengals, Michael Johnson. Michael,
hey.
How are you?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Doing well. Thanks for joining us, man.
Yes, sir.
Michael, let's get right down to it. You're a free agent, and you have been on record as saying that you want to stay in Cincinnati. Why do you want to stay with the Bengals? Why the Bengals?
That's a team that, drafted me coming out. It's a team that, believed in me, over everybody else. And, I like to pay them back for that with some of the best years of my career that's about to come up. And, I'm a part of a good thing that's going on there. 3 out of 4 years, I've been there. We've gone to the playoffs, and now it's time to get over that hump and, do some winning in the playoffs. And it's coming. I know it's coming. Like I said, we got a great young group of guys that I'm a part of, and just want to keep it going, man. I want to finish what's been started.
And let's look at it now with you. There has been some talk that the Bengals may use the franchise tag on you. If that were to happen, would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I'm a football player. That's what I do. I'll be ready to go whenever that is, and I'm going to go out there and be professional and handle my business. That's how I've always approached things, and this is not going to be any different.
But ideally, you would rather have the long-term contract.
I mean, anybody would, but
right.
It's a business, and it'll play out the way it plays out. But either way, at the end of the day, I'm gonna be straight.
Right.
Like I said, I prayed on that this time of the year last year, and I didn't worry about it. I'm not gonna worry about it now. Everything will work out. I'm gonna be in the best situation that's for me, and I'm prosper. So I'm so relaxed right now. It doesn't even seem like I'm about to be a free agent or whatever. It doesn't even seem like I've heard people talk about going through the before and how it can be stressful and stuff and all that, but I haven't had any of that. I didn't have any of that during the season. I haven't had any of that during the off season. I didn't put it in God's hand, and I'm really not tripping.
And you said you put it in God's hands. That's one of the reasons you could be relaxed. And another reason you could be relaxed is, let's be honest, you had a pretty good year in 2012. 11.5 sacks, up from 6.5 sacks in 2011. So you made a progressive jump each and every year you've been in the NFL. What made you better in 2012?
Well, I've been telling people, it's just a blueprint that I've used to prepare myself each year. And each year that blueprint has gotten better and better, from diet, exercise, sleep patterns, knowledge of the game, experience, just all that I have a very strong team of people around me that I work with, from the trainers, nutritionists, people that work on my body as far as massage and chiropractic, all that type of stuff. You learn each and every year different ways to maximize, your talents, and I think that's how you stay in the league a long time. I've learned from older guys like Robert Gevers, guys that 9-10 years in the game, and that's what I've always done. I've watched the guys that have been here the longest because the reason that they're still around, and every little bit of information I can learn and take from them, I try to digest it and make it my own and tweak it to where it fits me, because everybody's different. So you got to find out what works best for you, and just hone into that and make it yours, and it'll do numbers. And even this year, I'm gonna tweak some things again to try to be even better. Each year, I'm gonna try to improve. That's my goal, to be better each and every year.
And you've done that throughout the course of your career. 2012, as we said, was a contract year for you. Was there any motivation for you? Was there any extra motivation for you in 2012, going into 2012?
Just being better than I was the year before.
Right.
And that's always the motivation. It's not going to change like year in and year out for me. It's going to be me trying to be better than I was year before. That's going to be it. Like, it's not going to be anything anybody says to me or anything that anybody says about me. It's going to be me trying to be better myself. Like, this comes from within. And so that's where I draw from, and that's why I bring my goals. I put my goals out for myself. You know, I don't use anybody else's goals for me or anybody else's expectations. I make my own, and I go after them.
We're talking to Bengals defensive end Michael Johnson. And, Michael, we look at your Bengals now. The past 2 seasons, obviously, it's been good, but it's ended in a way that you guys really didn't want it to end. 2 straight losses to the Texans. What do you feel like you guys need to do now to get over the hump?
We got to be consistent when it's time to be. I was saying the other day that, you know, we had good runs, you know, win streaks during the regular season, but we need to make a win streak during, you know, playoff time. And that's the most important win streak you can really have is first playoff game until it's over with. But we weren't able to do that, and we got to find a way to do that. And I think that's just being more consistent across the board, you know, all 3 phases. And even, you know, when being consistent, you want each phase to play their best at the right time. But if that's not the case, then the phases are going to have to carry each other. When one's down, the other one got to pick the other one up. And you just got to know that you got to expect that if, okay, we're struggling over here, then we know this side is going to be even more excellent. That's how it works. It goes back and forth like that, but just to try to continue to try to get it more consistent so that we can all be going in the right direction at the right time. And,
Michael, I look at you guys on the defensive side of the ball. Your front 4 was dominant in terms of sacks. You guys were 3rd in the league with 51 sacks, 12.5 by Geno Atkins, 11.5 by you. Talk about the play of your defense in 2012 and the play of your front 4.
Man, we just got a great group of young guys that love to play football, love to compete day in and day out. You know, there's always a competition with each other, you know, who can get back there, who can make the most plays, and it's all in fun. Like when one of us makes a play, it's just like all of us making a play. They just joke on me that I celebrate more when somebody else makes a play than when I make a play. Because I'm just so excited about it and happy for just the group, because I know when we go out there, we represent each other, and we take a lot of pride in, you know, being the strength, you know, of the team. And, you know, we try to lead by example. And, you know, we've done a pretty good job in it the last few years and want to continue on to doing it. You know, we like being talked about as one of the best D-lines in the league. And, you know, it's not a right, it's a privilege. But, you know, we've earned that. So we're going to continue to earn it, because it's not something that you can just do 1 year here, 1 year there. It's about, you know, being consistent and doing it consistently, and we're working on that. So I look forward to, you know, being talked about as one of the top D-lines in the league for the rest of my career. So.
And I look at your team now, the Bengals as a whole. Andy Dalton's a big-time quarterback. A.J. Green's a big-time wide receiver. You guys are young on the offensive side of the ball, young on the defensive side of the ball. How close do you think the Bengals are to taking that next step, ultimately getting to the Super Bowl?
I think we're real close. Like, you think, like, I feel like we would have been able to win in Houston. Who knows? You know, we could have easily been in New Orleans. So we're a lot closer than we may even realize ourselves. So, like I said, man, it's just about being consistent and everybody going in the right direction, you know, at the right time. So,
definitely.
It's a funny game. You just gotta play it. You gotta play it.
I look at you, Michael, now, and you're spending a lot of time in the classroom. In this off season, you're taking classes to finish up your degree at Georgia Tech. How's that going for you, man? How is it being back in the classroom again?
It's going real good. I have a much better appreciation for it now. You know, I sit on the front row of all my classes. I speak with the professors. I interact with, you know, other students that are not athletes. and it's been a real pleasant experience. I'm learning a lot, and just enjoying it. Georgia Tech is one of the top institutions in the country, and I'm really realizing that. I hit my mom up when I got back the first week. I was just telling her how thankful I was that I made the decision to go there.
We're talking to Bengals defensive end Michael Johnson. And Michael, 2012 was big for you on the field and big for you off the field with your Michael Johnson vision for success. Tell us about your work with your foundation.
Oh, man. It's a lot. I was looking at the website the other day, mj93.org, mj93.org, and I didn't even know that I didn't even remember that I'd done all that stuff, but we got a camp coming up here in April 27th down in my hometown, and this will be the fourth year doing that. We did that last year as well. Had a day in the park for the kids down there before I went back in July in Cincinnati. I had MVK program, the most valuable kids, and like every home game we had a group of kids come to the game, 10 or 15 kids, and they had to write essays. I would go and speak to them, and then they would write essays about, obstacles that they overcome in life.
Okay.
First behind that was for them to understand that they've already overcome obstacles. Life is about overcoming obstacles, and even though they're young, 10, 11, to 15 years old, I tried to target the middle school kids and let them understand that even though they're young, they've already beat a lot of odds and beat a lot of obstacles and stuff. And just to let them know that life is like that, and to look back on past experience and have confidence when you run into walls, you run into stuff, you just break through it and keep going.
Definitely.
A lot of times people don't understand how close they are to reaching their dreams. They give up, and it'll add one more push, the wall will fall right down. So big on encouraging that. But we have groups come to home games. Also, University of Cincinnati, we partner with them, and the Gen 1 program is a program for first generation college students. I sponsor a group of kids over there each year, and that's probably one of the biggest things we do with my foundation is sponsoring them. And like I said, that's breaking the cycle. Be the first person in the family to go to college. It's big time. Both of my parents were first generation, and I see the results that it was able to have in their lives and in my life. Because, you first generation in your family go to college, that next generation is going to benefit even greater from that. Right. And, I'm in that next generation. So I want to reach out and, help break the cycles in other people's lives. And, I've just been blessed to be in a position to do this, man. And I believe to whom much is given, much is required. And it is a joy when I'm able to go out and, help feed a family for Thanksgiving or do a toy drive, because we did that as well this year. There's a lot of stuff. Like, I could probably talk to you forever about about different stuff, man. But it's like I said, man, it's a blessing. And as long as, they're ears to listen, I'm going to tell people exactly what I was able to do to be successful and to succeed in life. And I'm not going to hide any secrets from anybody. I'm a true believer in that. Don't hide secrets of success. Share them well, pay it forward. You never know who you could be influencing. So
you're all about breaking cycles, and let's break cycles. That's a good thing to break cycles, have positive cycles of people going to college and becoming successful. That's a good thing, man. That's definitely a good thing. And fans, go to mj93.org. See some of the great things Michael Johnson is doing within his community. He's doing a lot in his community, so make sure you check it out, mj93.org. And, Michael, I'm going to be hitting you up in about April or May. I know you're going to get paid around that time. I'm going to hit you up for a little loan, so be ready.
You're going to have to grab a ticket because I'm sure it's going to be a long line.
Michael, appreciate you stopping by, man. You're about to get paid, which is a great thing. You had a great 2012 season. You've gotten better each and every year throughout the course of your career, so keep doing that. Keep it going in 2013. Wish you nothing but